Okay, so there's this lesson in physics. Now, just to premise, I'm not a scientist or a mathematician or a physicist or I'm an animator. So I make fun little characters move and I make silly videos on the internet. So I have absolutely no authority. But I have learned a thing about the world and it was interesting and I thought maybe possibly that you could also be interested in it as well with me right now. There's this thing called the twin paradox. Well, it was not really a paradox, but it's about time in the universe and time travel. Which is great because I'm traveling right now. It's relevant. So imagine maybe possibly Superman. Imagine Superman was a baby and he was living with his twin brother named Super Steve. And Super Steve and Superman were little babies and there was lots of grumbling and rumbling underneath the ground. Because Superman's dad, Super Dad, he said, "Oh my God, what are we gonna do, Supermom?" And Supermom was like, "Oh my God, just leave me alone. I'm Supermom. I can do anything. We'll fix it." And then Superdad was like, "No, we need to send the children off into space." And then Supermom fixed the whole planet because she's a Supermom. You know, Supermoms can do anything. And the planet was solved. The planet of Krypton, which is fixed, right? So they fixed the planet and nothing was going wrong. But Superdad, he was set in his ways. He really wanted to send his twins away to be safe, send them off in a rocket to Earth. But this is an alternate universe, okay? Just like, you know, what if? So Super Dad, he put the one of the babies. No, okay. So Supermom and Super Dad had a conversation, and Supermom's like, "Please don't send my children away. I love them." And Super Dad's like, "Please, I want to send one of them away. Please, 50%. No, let's just send one away." So they took Superman because he was the one they chose, and they stuck him in a little spaceship. But they kept Super Steve on the planet Krypton, which was now not going to blow up, so he's fine. Everyone's fine. So they send Superman off. Now imagine that he's in a big space bubble rocket, space rocket. This Superman baby. I was many them in high school. So he's in the super rocket, and he sent off Kryptonite. So Krypton. He sent off Krypton. The speed of light, were sort of maybe close to the speed of light, and then it does a super baby bounce, which was not my nickname in high school, off a star light years away from Krypton, and it bounces off that star and comes back to Krypton. And now these spaceships, these bubble spaceships, the bouncy baby bubble spaceships from Superman Kryptonite Man land, they were fine. It's very, very high technology, totally safe. And so Superman, super baby man, he was totally fine and he landed back on Krypton. None of this is real except for the fact that because Superman, the baby Superman, he was traveling at near the speed of light, bounced off a star and then turned around and came back to Krypton, his time would have been slower than Super Steve. So Super Steve would be like 12 years old, years older than Superman, because the clocks that were running on Krypton and the clocks that were running on Superman baby's spaceship ran at different speeds relative to each other. But I mean, everything is relative. You just ask my relatives. This is real. Like, if you really sent a twin off into space and back again, if you could, safely, don't bounce babies off stars. Bad idea. It's bad move. But anyway, yeah, so time is relative and it's weird. So the faster you go towards the speed of light, the slower your clock runs relative to other people, like your little baby brother. Your older brother, Super Steve. Anyway, yeah, so the faster you go, the slower time goes for you compared to other peeps. I'm speeding. Slow down. That's ironic. If I get a speeding ticket, I'm gonna blast it into the sun and see if it bounces off.